dealing with this fucking dumb shit the DOJ just tried doing.
What'd they try and do?
They literally just illegalized jetpacks, jump boots, all kinds of shit outside of their authority.
Jump boots.
Brother, literally everything. I don't even think... They don't even have the power for it. I don't think there's any legislation around it. And it's just giving me fucking PTSD because I got to sit them fucking down and not only educate them, but possibly impeach them. And then, like, it's just the last time we did something like that, it got really bad. So I don't know. I'm contemplating throwing in the towel, to be honest.
I mean, I know this wouldn't work on them, but to me, I can legally go and purchase a jetpack. You know?
Yeah, and some of the things that they legalize, fucking G6 workers get them. This is why, like, we have these systems in place, but they keep ignoring it. I've been fighting for 8 months, literally just legitimizing what the state put into place, and it's just like no one want. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You would think that simple stuff like jetpack, yeah, like you can legally buy a jetpack. So how could it be illegal?
We're at the museum. If you want to bring everyone over.
Okay, you starting now? I thought we were starting in 45.
No, it's gonna be it was an hour past. Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, on my way.
right. See you in a bit. All right. Yeah. Oh,
what about do you have an MDT? Like, is that something you have access to out here? Like,
yeah. It's a lot of changes.
What's attempted murder of a government employee? I was wanting to check that.
12 grand, 50 months. This is so cooked. I don't see, the thing is, like, I don't mind the fines and times changing, but bro, they even change traffic laws. It's not in their powers. I do not know how to have a friendly conversation about this. I don't. Like, I'm gonna crash out if I had this conversation with them.
I don't get what motivates them to do all this though.
Like, they're fucking stupid. Like, they're actually stupid. That's the issue. They're seeing themselves as an extension of law enforcement. That's the problem. And I've had it before where they're like, oh my God, the cops are complaining about this and that and we have to fix it. No, you don't. It's not your fucking job, you stupid, illiterate, uneducated fuck. Like a simple, like course in high school would teach you what a fucking justice's powers are. It's in the Constitution. If you need to use fucking Chat GPT to explain the Constitution, you can do that. But now I'm in a position where I got to sit him down and be like, oh, yeah, well, guess what? You can't do this. All right. I'm going to smoke this cigarette.
Before you leave, Nino, I need you to take a keypad off of one of the medium crates because I put in the wrong code on it somehow.
Oh, okay. All right. We are waiting for Michael, and Frankie is on the way. Feel free to discuss the legislative changing. Need more fucking coffee right now. Losing my fucking mind.
Well, just a simple side note. I saw a G6 van on the street on my way here, and I thought it was just another felon in the making.
That went over my head. Why?
Because they're eventually going to get a PNY card, and they're going to start being listed as
the Los Santos mayor's
contraband.
office is aware of the recent changes to the penal code.
It is.
We,
in fact, if they get their own security cards,
actively investigating
automatic misdemeanor right there.
Security cards and data chips are also illegal.
Data chips are illegal.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they put PNY cards and money printers in the same sentence.
That, bro, I mean, do you know why that would be the case, Mr. Leung? Like, do you know why?
For
Because I can give
PNY
you insight
cards?
on. Yeah, well, the PNY cards are the money printers. Like, I can give you a real kicker.
Sure.
Pick us.
I mean,
At
hey,
least
you know,
that's the reasoning I
What do you
would-
spell
I might
legitimacy?
be the only felon in this circle. I don't know, and many of you, but I've wandered into cash exchanges, right? And sometimes in these cash exchange lockers, there's PNY cards, and sometimes in the cash exchange lockers, you know, in there's money printers. It's a real convenient place for those two things to be at the same time. But I don't really know why a PNY card is illegal when they're acquired legally and someone just leaves it in their locker at a cash exchange.
See,
That is very
from
odd.
the comes to effect, I can understand why it would be illegal like that. But when you just blurt out, you know, in writing, yeah, PNY card is illegal. It's just like, but why? It's kind of like, oh, I see a rolled band of cash. It's automatically dirty.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think of this wording? The Los Santos mayor's office is aware of the recent changes to the penal code. We are actively investigating the legitimacy of some of these charges, including those that do not appear to be backed by legislation.
What if you just say, we are currently reviewing these changes?
Reviewing
Just everything you said except for that.
instead of
last sort of-
investigating, doing review.
Instead of that, yeah, don't, less
Okay,
aggressive.
let me
just-
read this
yeah.
again. The Los Santos mayor's office is aware of the recent changes to the penal code. We're actively investigating the legitimacy of some of these changes, including those that do not appear to be backed by legislation.
Do you want to get that aggressive? Is my question.
We just had a dog take a shit in the house. Yes.
I think the general public would like to see us be aggressive about it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm also I would be biased because I'm irritated.
Fuck
so.
it.
I was on the fence about it because usually I don't like showing cards to the opposition, but honestly, I think for optics, it might lean better towards for the people to see that we're not fucking around with this either.
Mainly, I just kind of, the word legitimacy kind of just set off a flag. I just wanted to put it out there. Like, you know how it sounds from sort of someone who's fresh ears and eyes to this.
I mean,
yeah.
I think us inherently reviewing it will set off a flag anyway. I think if we're going to set off flags, I think we should probably set off flags that are also positive towards us as well for the public. The DOJ aren't going to be happy no matter what. Every time we say anything, they're not going to be happy.
Yeah, true.
I mean, at the end of the day, our duty isn't to the DOJ; it's to the people.
Yeah.
I'd much rather assuage the
At
people
this
feelings
time,
of the
be
DOJ.
careful running
Especially considering
G6.
they've clearly, demonstrated they have absolutely no care for cooperating with us.
DOJ is going to be combative no matter what we say.
Okay. Yep.
Should I also put a state announcement? At this time, we advise being careful running G6. Given we Los Santos County Public Advisory, we recommend not running G6 at this time.
A public service announcement. If you value not being a criminal.
If you don't want to play
The
Russian
funny
roulette
thing
with your
is-
criminal record, don't do G6.
Hold on. Oh, okay, it's a misdemeanor. But like, isn't it if you get a felony, you can't run G6 anymore?
Yeah.
Is it a
Yes.
misdemeanor too, or is it only a
Yeah,
felony?
they're gonna get charged with G6.
Are they gonna get banned for running G6 for running G6?
Well, let me ask a question here, Nino. Have we reached out to the acting chief and asked if he has intentions to?
Turner,
Yeah.
I spoke to Turner. He was surprised by this too. He's like, "How do they know this is illegal? They don't know where it's coming from."
So is he putting any word out to his department to press
He's-
charges
he-
or to hold off or something like that?
We this all kind of came out of nowhere. So
Yeah.
we had a meeting with the DOJ on Sunday, and they said they were updating time and fine. They didn't mention that they were going to try to backdoor a bunch of charges. To put it quite simply, this was an impeachable action that they took. They have no authority to be circumventing legislation and trying to maintain legislation by just putting up penal charges. Like where do they come on with the audacity saying that jump boots and like PNY cards, like PNY, like if you're doing G6 as a civilian, well, you're gonna get charged for it? That's cracked.
I'm glad I went with Sandy now instead of G6.
Well, what if
watch out?
What if you find jump boots in Sandy?
You
floppy
are
disks
in
are gonna be
presence.
contraband.
Ooh.
I mean,
you are in
I'm
the
gonna be
presence
real.
of a criminal. I have 3 with me right now.
I mean, so the group 6 cards, blah blah blah. That's a misdemeanor, but if you have 5 or more, it's a felony. So like, if you had a group 6 card, a data chip, and a pony card, that's 3 out of 5 right there, just for having one of each. Like, you're well on your way to a felony.
Hey, are we allowed to drug test whoever came up with that shit? Because
It's all the justices. That's the problem. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Can we drug test all of them? Maybe they had a cocaine party or something just to write some dumb shit.
I don't know if I think cocaine doesn't really make you stupid. It might be something worse than that.
Oh no, but it enhances natural traits, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So if you're stupid, it makes you dumb as fuck. And this is kind of dumb as fuck. But you know, whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yo, Miss on my right here, what's your name?
Oh, that's Jason.
Jason, pleasure to meet you on mic. But you made a joke then about floppy disks. But my friends have been caught doing crimes recently and have had their floppy disk confiscated by the marshals.
Oh yeah,
So
I've seen reports of that too.
Yeah, they're confiscated by the marshals under investigation, and maybe they'll get them back. But as of now, they confiscate. So I don't think it's a long shot that they're going to be illegal soon too. They're just junk found in cathode monitor.
Yeah, they
So
literally fall in our pockets while we're picking up bags at jobs.
Thank you for bringing that up, because I have to ask, what are they confiscating and confiscating them as an evidence for what crime? It's a fucking floppy disk from like 1995. Is it because they're using outdated technology? And not only that too, why do they include colored USB sticks but not a floppy disk? Are we supposed to downgrade our systems now?
Yeah, very odd.
It's alien technology to anyone like born after 2001 or something, you know.
It's not alien technology. It was my childhood. Is it a crime to be a 90s kid?
It is now.
It's becoming that way. Yeah.
Listen. Why the fuck?
Sorry, you can squeeze in here. Make the circle.
I just don't know. People are more prone to saying things like, we're taking this for investigative purposes without saying what evidence of a crime it could be part of. They're starting to hide witness statements because they're using the good old active investigation excuse on docket things I post on docket. I don't know, where do we stop this?
I know BCSO is out of our jurisdiction, but yesterday my friend walked into their warehouse in Polito, got too close to their wall, and their neighbor's alarm started going off.
You want to catch up, or
BCSO
I have a Quad Center meeting, but I can chat right after that.
All right, sounds good.
All right,
give me a call when you're available.
Will do. Bye.
Bye bye.
Did you talk to just putting them on blast, everyone, or just they put themselves on blast? They put themselves on blast.
Asking me questions, and I'm like, no, that's his warehouse. I know that's his warehouse. I've been there before.
That's getting into territory where I don't even know how to argue. Like, I can imagine Old Man Crane in my head going, "Stop arguing weird things," or excuse me, "Stop arguing weird things."
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I'm getting it all, writing a minute. Come to the museum.
10-4, see you there. Bye.
All right, bye.
Hey, Maeve, how you been?
Hi.
Abilene, doing good, doing good.
Frank, nice to see you again. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Oh, doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Busy, busy, busy. Let me tell you, holy shit.
You look busy.
Oh, thank you. My assistant helps me out like a lot. Holy shit.
You've got some competition in being the most Italian. I'm gonna be honest. I looked at Michael today, and got competition.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at Michael, thinking, what the hell happened? Is he had a moment or something? We definitely need to catch up on what's happened in the last 3 months. Jason, that's good.
Hey,
Called
Frank.
Martha for you.
Quantum's
Wonderful,
on the
thank you.
way. Michael
Really
is
late
on the
my fault,
way.
so,
Let
my
me see.
apologies.
Museum.
Tisk.
I told her the wrong
Quartz.
time. I told her the wrong time.
All right.
This is why I don't put things in my own daytime. My assistant reminded me that of the proper time. Then I was like, oh shit. Let Nino know, and I was like, oh shit. So they just get caught up in business. You know. Also, quick question. Because they're legal, could we sell lockpicks?
I'll speak up a little bit.
Just in case, because it's legal, could we sell crowbars, lockpicks,
Yes. 100%.
cartridges, ammunition? We're already selling body armor, so I'm thinking we sell ammunition. We can't sell knives. They're registered to the person that buys them. But the things that aren't specifically registered to a single person and that are legal, I would like to start making available to the public through the court center kind of thing, if that's okay. And then the ammunition is kind of like a gray area that I needed to talk to you in private about.
I can
would
tell
say
you if you can sell ammunition, it'll be the #1 seller beyond.
I think ammunition's gonna be a tough one.
And I know that too.
Yeah, that's gonna. I like the general idea behind it, but that one's gonna be really rough. Quantum, and so we're waiting for Quantum, Michael, and I think Carmine's on the way.
Okay.
I wanna shed some light on why I almost rather give up. Look, this fucking marshal hits me up and he goes, "Did you talk to the justices before putting them on blast to everyone?" Or just want to make a petty show about it. This is the kind of like emotional defense that everybody like leans on. This it's fucking blows my mind.
Did we talk
That the
to
first reaction is like fucking crying like a little bitch.
Wow, sounds like he needs someone to talk to. Maeve, do you have an open
Like, do I need to put this guy up
For
to
the
press him
DOJ
against
now.
my fucking nipple or some shit? Like, listen,
I don't know,
sweetheart, stand over here, Barrett. All right, let me show you why this is fucking illegal, you dumb fuck.
Did they ask the G6 worker about their feelings
Yeah,
when they made P&Y cards? Or
Since
data
when are
chips legal?
feelings more important, like how someone might feel, as opposed to the fact that there's a shitload of civilians that are about to get fucked for fucking weeks?
I will say, they did just, write and pass legislation defining their powers, and justices did give themselves the power of modification of the penal code.
Yeah,
So-
and
where the fuck is a check and balance there?
but that
I'm sorry.
doesn't. But see, that still needs to coincide with the Constitution.
Well, what they wrote is the penal code is a section in the MDT that contains all state and county laws. The justices are responsible for maintaining these laws and may change them as necessary. This includes
It
adding and
doesn't.
removing charges, modifying wording, fines, times, and accessory accomplished definitions and penalties. They may modify this at will. They may only add, remove, or modify county laws in the penal code to comply with any county legislation and penalties defined in them.
Yeah, but it still needs to. You know what's hilarious about it is, like, we had to go and had to make them rewrite half of that document for reasons like this, because they do not have enough of an understanding of their job that they can do stupid shit. But even though it's like within their purview, it still needs to be constitutional, right? Otherwise, they're
inherently constitutional.
Fucking kill me.
Oh my god. Michael, I just got a text from one of the marshals who said, did you talk to the justices before putting them on blast to everybody? Or you just want to play a petty show about it? Like, I do these, it just blows my mind. Do people not care about other people in the city? Like, unless you have a fucking badge? That's just shit that's fucking pissing me off. If you do G6 right now, you're going to jail.
Yep. God help us.
I'm sorry I'm late. I was given the wrong time.
Yep. You're good.
Thanks. I already told them that.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay, well, I have to make my own apologies. I'm not a child.
I know, but you didn't have to just directly.
No apology necessary, Martha. Thank you.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. See, they didn't care.
Oh. All right. Could somebody give Quantum and Carmine a call? See what the ETA is.
Who wants to take that? Oh, cool.
What?
I got Carmine.
Okay, we're in.
I've never met Quantum.
Really?
For
Good guy.
clarification, the DOJ gave themselves that power.
This is how we got into this mess in the first place. Them giving themselves power. They
No.
constitutionally grant themselves.
We have to. It's very important that we do not, what's the word? Be too hyperbolic. They did not grant themselves that additional power. That already existed previously. However, that line that allows them to modify the penal code still needs to be constitutional.
What was that you said about fucking my mom?
It still needs to be constitutional. So the idea behind that line is if they need to change time and fines or adjust the penal code to be in line with legislation, they can do that.
I see what you did there.
So,
okay.
They're not like, they didn't do anything crazy by doing it. They're abusing what's written down. Yeah. Now, all right. Am I wrong about that? Did they didn't add this as a, like, this isn't new.
I can't remember if it was in the original Judicial Powers Codified or not. But
Yeah.
Regardless, it comes down to their ability to interpret their own words, basically.
Oh my
And
God.
their negligence to the Constitution.
I need to keep us from being hyperbolic. That's not a good.
Honest, like, this was calculated, right? Because there's no way they just like whipped up these penal code changes in like 2 days and had them ready to go. Like they made this legislation about their powers so that they could do this.
I don't think that's the. It might be the case, but once again, let's be the adults and not be hyperbolic, right? Because I think that's gonna. It has the potential. It's gonna water down our messaging. You know what I mean? So I think this is just an education issue.
Well, someone has to be the adult here, so
yeah,
I guess it's us.
Exactly. You get what I mean by that, right? We could lose the argument if we enter into hyperbolics.
So that modification line has been in there since October.
Yeah.
I think that was when Nathaniel Grayson wrote that, wasn't it?
I just saw that the first in edit history, the first one's from Angel, which was blank, and then the second one includes that line. So I'm assuming that's when they created the report and then added the contents in there.
It's my understanding Grayson wrote that entire act. Angel just put it in the MDT.
Oh, there they are. Can't you see all this hyperbole isn't good for you or me? Hyperbole is always dangerous when you're on the side of right. Because hyperbole leads you to being wrong as well. All right. How you doing, Quantum?
Michael, bitch,
What
what's
in the-
Max doing here?
Carmine, nice to see you.
The hell you doing here?
mind
Hey,
if I
Mr.
just-
Mayor. Hey, everyone.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
dragged Quantum out of
No,
the
I'm
nose
okay, I'm
zone.
okay.
Carm, why
I'm
do you
okay.
look like you just stole some? I don't know if I can say
I
that.
wanted to dress nice for the meeting.
You look like you
Wipe
robbed
yourself
somebody's
off.
grandfather.
Jesus Christ.
Max looks like a small town in Ohio's only drug dealer, and he drives this black.
Carmine, you
sedan.
look like you're wearing your father's hand-me-down suit as a fucking back alley lawyer. Get out of
He
here.
got your ass. He actually got your ass. Yeah.
You look like a mule.
You can't afford a new
Uh,
one, so you gotta
the-
get the shoulders tapered in. You have
Hey,
to get the
Carmine,
shoulders
do you
taped
have
in
some
because you don't
life
have daddy's
insurance to
shoulders.
sell me
You know
or a
what?
fucking vacuum? Calm down there.
Okay, guys, relax, please. I'm sorry.
Couldn't even get the hat to match the color. Look at you. You're ashamed.
Hey, everyone, look at Quantum. He got
Fuck
really hurt.
you.
Laugh at
Better
him.
Why do you
call
look like
Carmine
an
looking
airline
ass.
pilot?
God,
We
if
don't
this
talk
is what
about
the
that.
grown-up table looks like, imagine what the kiddie table looks like. I'm just saying.
That is
Oh
fucking
my
snacks
God.
over there.
All
None of you
right.
visited me. I see you.
Look, now that everyone's here, I know we want to discuss some more things in regards to the recent penal codes,
What the hell are
And-
you doing here?
also the the whole tank getting taken out on Jesus. But we got to start with the court center. Actually, Carmine, do you know? Actually, we'll bring that up separately.
Is Jesus okay?
Yeah, we've
Mr.
been.
Mayor, I will not leak. I refuse to leak.
I'm not asking you to leak anything.
Food and water.
There-
I've
there's
been on death's door too many times.
Hey, you're off duty right now, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, ladies
Here
and
we go.
gentlemen, let's start this court center meeting. I want to start with Mr. Rizzo. I want you to kick it off alongside Jason. Like, how have things been? And we'll kind of go from there. You know what I mean?
Sure thing. Jason, you wanted me to take the lead? Or you got it.
I can go over some things and then jump in when you feel necessary.
Perfect.
The last week has been a bit slower than normal just because we got our top ups this morning, so we should be able to pay everybody out as well as get some more purchases coming in. The outgoing, we have had a few more officers come in for their 30% off discount. I've reached out to Peach. She said she was going to call me in 5 minutes after her meeting. She never called me back yesterday, so
Classic.
I'll try her again.
We owe her a stage 5 clutch. She's already paid for, and it's in the state account.
Speak up there,
Okay.
if you don't mind. Rizzo?
Yeah, we owe Peach a stage 5 clutch. One thing I'd like us to do, either you or me, is hit one of the PD meetings and let all of the PD know about creating court center accounts, the 30% discount, and of course that sale that we have going on 10% status items, and of course the pots. The 10% does not apply to tires because when you put them in a set, the condition is perfect. So that doesn't apply, but if it comes down to it, I can take the tires out, put them into a set, and we can sell sets already balanced to the general public as well at no additional charge, just to get get them going, to keep the inventory longer, so we don't have any spoilage. We have had lumber spoilage where I have had to cancel certain sales, and I've been reaching out to the public, hitting the pavement, letting them know about the court center, what we offer, and pending a conversation with Nino, we're going to increase our offerings to the general public, and it should increase the traffic to the court center.
That's good.
And then we should be good.
All right.
But definitely want to get in on a PD meeting. Let them know what's going on.
Okay. Can you go a little bit deeper into the lumber situation? Do we have like too much of it?
No, it rotted out. Termites or something. Went to go grab it, completely gone.
Okay.
And that's right after Jason did inventory. So I don't know how it was sitting when you did inventory. But when I pulled it out, it was at 3% health of the lumber.
Let me pull this
I gave
up
him a little
over
bit
here.
of a discount, keep him happy. He was going to use it right away, so it wasn't an issue. But that's a lot of spoilage there. We gotta control our in and out a little bit better. That way we're not
I think
just operating on a constant loss.
Are we able to ask the intern to put in a feature on the website, even if it's just on the back end, for us to see what spoilage is on the items?
That would require daily manual updating of the quality of our inventory. It would be so
Well,
onerous.
if we're already doing, I've been trying to keep up at least weekly. So even if it's updated weekly, that way if it is starting to get low, we can make that note, and then Frank and I can both see that and start reaching out for better quality items or offering extra discounts on those items.
I can talk.
I can say discount codes are working. I created stage 3 for me for any stage 3 pots. Seeing we're trying to blow them out, they get a 50% off on stage 3 pots.
And you've been tweeting that out?
Advantage. Yes. Unfortunately, we did have one person try to take advantage of it because it does apply to anything. So that in that instance, we just cancel that order and have them remake it without the discount.
Beautiful.
Make sure you're paying attention at the total screen. You know, someone is definitely going to try to cheese the system. You just got to pay attention. Another thing, I'd like to get our assistants to have the same access we have, because if we're doing one thing, they can do another thing. So it reduces some of the stress. I got to talk to Nino about that. They have access to deposit into our accounts. You should be giving your assistant your account to deposit. They should not be making purchases. That should be reserved for general managers. But sales, definitely our assistants can make sales. And I also want to maybe possibly put, I have the benches, already bought them, so at no cost to the state, put some benches in the court center. So that way we can make different items that need to be made for the general public.
That is good.
When they need to be made. That way they're not just sitting there rotting away. You catch my drift, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Cool.
In regards to like the prices, right? How has that been? Because we want to make sure that we are not screwing over civilian businesses around the city. How's that?
So far,
the only one. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
The only price I see that has been I've gotten questions about is the materials. Matt Hub sells at 11. Matt's Aplenty sells at 10, and we are currently selling at 10 as well. And then our buy price on those is 12. So I think those numbers on the website are backwards. I think we should be buying for 10 and selling for 12.
Yep, I think that's what it's supposed to be.
And
I believe that's what it's supposed to be as well.
It should be probably buying at 9.
Okay.
Because that's what Matt's Penalty buys for, and last I spoke with Cloak, that's what she buys for as well.
A lot of people are upset at the prices,
What
by
the
the way.
hell
That's
is
10 and
Danger
12.
doing?
A lot of people are very upset because when I buy materials for me, they say that the court center's ruining everything. They upped the price. So
Probably
I think
just a
lowering it
clerical error.
That's absolutely insane, because I haven't sold any pots. So whoever's saying that is speaking out of the left ass cheek.
Someone said to me, "Don't worry, I'm not going to sell to you for 8 per because I'll sell to courts for 12." And I said, "Oh yeah, why don't you go and do that? Go sell to courts for 12." And they went, "Well, I can't." Yeah,
Exactly. Just because you can sell doesn't mean we're going to accept the offer. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If we got stock, no.
Okay.
No, there was a labeling issue on the back end that was corrected a long time ago. It's just clerical oversight. It's just the numbers are swapped. That's all.
Okay.
Easy fix. As for the other prices, I've been hitting the streets. I've talked to different suppliers, different outletters. I've gone down to the hub. I've made sure our prices are decent and in line with the hub. The hub is selling at the same price we are, so I do think we need to increase the price of fur, lower the price of, increase the price of fur, lower the price of high qual, increase the price of basic wood. There is some adjustments that need to be made on that end, but I haven't had a chance to speak with Wyatt yet. Once I do that, I'll find the median, and then we'll go above the median value. That way, of course, the court center is the higher price. We buy for lower, sell for higher. That way it makes it the option to go with the original suppliers more amicable. So,
okay,
still working.
Also,
man, they have
Danger
been
has
killing
reached out
it.
to me. He let me know of some broken glass downstairs that we probably need construction to work on.
Yeah, I was just
Deshante,
about
thank
to
you for
say
14
that.
months.
The lock, someone broke the locks on the warehouse. You can walk right in.
Chatterbox waving.
To the warehouse.
Yes, I did.
Downstairs,
unimpeded.
yes.
Yeah.
I've spoken to Natalia about that and asked her to put like a foyer. That way there's doors that would lock it, because I don't think there is a way to actually lock those doors otherwise. So I've spoken to her about that. Danger also asked if he could get a key to the security room so he can use the changing room down there. I said I would bring it up, but I don't know if maybe we could move the panel someplace more accessible so he can change into his different outfits.
Meeting is running late.
Yeah, currently Carmine and I only have keys, I believe, there.
Right.
All right. That is beautiful. All right. We were gonna set up a meeting with the Material Hub and company in regards to MOPEC. Have they brought up that conversation again anytime recently?
Not to me.
They brought it up to me. They were really trying to push for a change on my end. I told them, sit down a little bit. I have to talk to Nino. We have to have a meeting about it. We're planning on dissolving MOPEC into the court center. And I had to talk with Mike Razel, which, of course, you're here today. Hi, Mick. How you doing? Got to talk after this about some stuff, if you got a chance.
I think the problem has been that these guys are around very late. So we keep sort of missing each other. I think that you and Jason should take the helm and make the appropriate decisions around that. I think the only request that I would make is that every material business, like whether it's like Material Hub or whether it's like the other two that exist in the city, we're buying from them in equal quantity. And then when it comes to the actual like mechanic shops, we sell to them at a rate similar to what MOPEC was already doing, which is, I think, giving at most 10,000 to each mechanic shop at a rate in which everyone's getting an equal slice. You know what I mean? So
we can make that happen.
I agree entirely.
I think that will simplify things quite a bit. And I think we just got to do it because, like I said, we've been trying to have the MOPEC meeting for like 2 weeks now, but they're around so late. We're around a lot earlier. It's not working out. You know what I mean? Now, they may take that a bit negatively, right? Because they've been running MOPEC for a minute. But the problem is now becoming that it's just the complexity. It's too complex to have them
let's
run
just
it.
keep it simple, stupid. I mean,
Exactly.
that's basically it.
Gun Cannon, thank you for 35 months.
Also, I'd like to take this time to introduce the two assistants to myself and Jason. On my left is Autumn Perry. She is my executive assistant. And to the right, with the pink hair, that is Martha. She is Jason's assistant.
Hello.
Why don't you guys introduce yourself?
You kind of just did.
I know, but okay.
I'll introduce Martha. Martha, she has a big gold.
Carmine 10-3.
Come, shut up.
No, let him speak. I'd love to hear it. Go on. What do you want to say about me? Go on.
Martha's a great person.
Yeah. True. Is that literally it?
No, that wasn't it. I was gonna say something else.
I'd save it for later, eh?
I will get a fucking shot.
No, we're not. And I'm going to tell his mum. I'm telling her.
Carmine suit.
Can we introduce Mr. Michael Max over there? I don't think I've seen you in any of these meetings, Michael. What do you do around here?
Oh, I do a real job, Carmine. What I do is I get given money by the state, and I go and spend it within a day turnaround and put stock in there for you to protect. Like a little
you're like Elon Musk. You're the Elon Musk of this.
All right. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too. Welcome on board.
Kind of looks like.
So, all right. Well, so let me ask a general question. Like, how is so it almost sounds like the place has been running virtually 24/7.
That is correct. Yes, we've been filling out orders every day, making sure people get the orders. We want to show reliability.
Okay.
That's the same thing. You brought me on for a reason. VDM was reliable. That's why everybody knew they could come there, get the cars fixed. Court center needs to be the same way. They need to know when they put in an order, they're going to get it the same day, not sit on the ass for a week. At the most, they'll probably have a few hour turnaround.
Okay.
But when they put an order in, we're on it right away. We fill out the orders.
Beautiful.
Jason's doing it as well. We track that. And with the assistance, we'll definitely be able to do that. And if we're doing something else in the pavement, someone puts an order in, the assistants can sell the order, and then send it to the state accounts that we provide
Very
them.
good.
That's actually our state accounts. So that way it makes it easier. So you don't have like 10,000 fucking accounts that you need to track.
That's
you still
really
have
good.
The 2 accounts. Make it simple. Less stress on you.
Yeah.
Less stress on everybody else. Work with what we got, not, ask for new shit kind of stuff.
100%. Because obviously I got no ETA on the other shit that's meant to come. So it's good to see like things are actually like moving forward.
How's a construction company doing on the second and third floors? Because I've got a lot of people wanting to put in stalls. I mean, we've got.
Same.
Yeah, it is. They want to hit the ground running. I'm telling you right now.
I'm going to leave it to you and Jason to decide when the next beta day is, right? And I want you guys to kind of run it without me being too involved. Because my end goal is that we get to a spot where we have a board running the court center. So that the mayor's involvement, even when I'm out of office, becomes like funding the court center for the people, but the court center is run by the people. You know what I mean? Like, so where the Los Santos County is kind of just the vehicle for subsidizing, but isn't in direct control of, the future of the courts. And I think this is a good step forward in that direction.
I hate to play devil's avocado here, but
go ahead.
What if, for whatever reason, someone were to, not saying that this has ever happened, but manipulate said election of the board in order to
I think we're not at that
take
point
something
yet.
nice and turn it shit.
I wouldn't worry about like how the makeup of the board would be, but I think like that first step is to show that and you two are very capable, is running the next beta without my involvement, right?
Got it. We'll get together. We'll do that.
Yeah, and I think and I think you guys are like pretty much there, to be honest.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah. So
and I've had a bunch of people reach out to me wanting to know when the next beta was so that they could make sure to get a booth.
Absolutely. That
first
is
come,
brilliant.
first serve.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm also reaching out for sponsorships.
Ooh, okay.
Now, hear me out. Hear me out.
Yeah. I'm
I've
ready.
reached out to them. There's certain people that want to sponsor beta events. Here's the things I want to do. Remember that time at Mosley's I threw that little shindig? We had music, we had food, everybody got the bump elbows, shit like that. Remember that, Nino? You came to it? I want to do that with the court center. I want to have a nice, something someone can come to. Dinner at the court center. People can get some food.
They
can do
that.
some dancing. We'll have entertainment. It shows us we're here. Get some lights going. Have a good old time. Open it up on one of our betas. Just so people know, hey, we got this going. For that, I want to get sponsorships so we're not dicking too hard into the state accounts. Yeah. And that way we can put up signs for people that are there. People who want to really invest in here. There's a lot of people that want to invest in the court center and want to sponsor these events. That way it doesn't come out of the people's pockets. It's a win-win.
Okay. I fucking love it. I really do. I think
you hired me for a reason.
Yeah, no, 100%. Listen, we got a fucking fantastic team here, and I want to say over the last 2 weeks, even watching like security being around on all hours, and even seeing people sort of use this place as a civilian hub is good to see. This city runs on civilians. If they do not exist, if they don't have a purpose, well, what's left, right? So, everyone here is doing God's work.
Nino, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention we made that offer to Finley Schmidt, and this seems right up her alley.
I think I'd rather see Remedy, and the reason for that is Finley, good person, she never follows through. So
I can reach out to Remedy.
With that said, that's only that's my personal opinion, right? Like, you know, we offered her a position on the mayor's cabinet, but then that, you know what I mean? I think it's very important that the team consists of individuals that are motivated, self-motivated. You know what I mean? If we have to keep asking someone to do, they don't actually have the drive or the interest, right? And they're prone to burnout. So
Remedy's a great choice.
Yes. Or alternatively, someone else, right? We can give someone else a shot as well. Maybe internally. I mean, who knows? Maybe Martha's down enjoys putting events together. You know what I mean? Just as an example. Or so.
What, me?
Yeah. Just as an example, you know, like for all we know, Martha might love that stuff. And
the thing is, my time zone, you know what I mean? When I'm lazy bitch, it's a lot of difference to like to everyone else's. So I tend to be here like just after. Well, do you know what I mean? I'm here sort of like police-wise shift free. So putting events together, I'm not going to really get hold of the people that I need to get hold of. That's the only trouble. But I can put word out, and I can, if there is some people doing it, I can put word out. I can be the go-to for people to say what's happening. I can always put in my lemon list, talk to me about the event, talk to me about this, that, and the other, and people will call me to talk to it. So, do you know what I mean? So I can actually be a liaison for all that kind of stuff, because people do talk to me about it. Be surprised how many people don't know what's going on here.
That's a really good point. I think even putting together a list of folks that, like new folks, like Arius King, I just saw her tweet out. She loves putting events up. She's pretty good at that as well. She may have not yet been given the opportunity for something like this. And
I can take their numbers if they're interested. I can say, right, give me your number. I'm going to pass it on, and they can get in contact with you. Sort that out. Do you know what I mean? A voice at the end of the phone.
I love that. I think that's a great idea.
And any adverts that need to like twatting out, I'll twat 'em.
I think I'm going to ask this now, just so I was going to make the decision, but I'm going to ask this now. For the second floor suites, for the beta event, what I'd like to do is have the sponsors of the event be able to have access to the second floor for that event.
You should talk to Natalia. I think we're at the edge of building limits, and that's been the biggest impediment. State construction is aware of the issues, but while we could open it up, note that there's going to be sound leakage between the floors.
Yeah, that's fine. That's just, you know.
Both you and Jason are very much empowered to make those decisions. And that's why I want to see. If you guys have an idea, I want you to run with it. You know what I mean?
Jason, we'll meet up after this, bop our heads together and come up with a great... Puff.
Well, I want to comment. How's security looking? What's been going on the last week and a half?
Carmine.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, it's me, Carmine.
Quantum, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
whoa! Hey! Hey, reining in!
Carmine!
Mate!
He's talking to
like
you.
A bunch of fucking children.
Maybe. Oh, wait, there he is. You good,
I'm here.
All right.
Yes, I'm good.
You're good? You daydreaming? Did you even hear anything about this fucking meeting?
Yes, I heard. You got a lot of
what was the last word that was...
Level 2, getting it padded out with the
upgrade. Level 2.
No, Nino's asking you about fucking security. Come on.
Yeah, how things been going?
Security? Well, we provide security when the venues are open around the clock. If that's something that needs to be done,
we've had danger here 24/7. We did not let him leave the perimeter.
Yeah, he's been here constantly.
24/7 security. That's right, because of us.
It's our superstar.
Because of me. I hired him. I hired him, not you.
Good job, Quantum. Good job, Quantum. With security right now, no developments, to be honest. Just the same as usual. No changes needed for now until things develop further. I do have one question. Archie isn't here though. But what's the ETA on the KISS legislation?
Wait, Archie who?
Archibald.
Archibald. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I was gonna say Archie's not with us anymore. There.
Yeah, no, he's. I almost joined them last week.
What happened? Is he dead?
No. Archibald. No, never mind.
What, Archibald McCry?
No, Archibald is good. I thought he meant like Archie Archer. That's.
Oh no, not that
no,
son of a bitch,
Archer,
not that loser. No, not him.
Got you.
He's useless.
Okay.
Right, Quantum? He's useless.
You know what? You all do. You know, none of you visited me in the ICU, but you do know a car hit me last week, right?
We're here to meet about the court sentence.
Let's talk about that. Wait, what happened, Quantum? Tell us.
Well,
we thought you were dead. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I thought you were dead too. Holy shit!
You know, this funny thing happened. I got into a fight with my girlfriend, and then a pink elegy came to the prison and ran me over in the parking lot, and then I woke up yesterday.
Very convenient timing.
No. Who drives it, Michael?
I know who it was, but you know,
Mike. Who was it, Michael?
I'm not gonna lie. I heard your voice and I stopped listening.
Okay, well. Suki Cruz told me it was Cal Mao. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, the elegy of death didn't get me this time. True Love's Kiss woke me up in the ICU, and I got a promotion over at the DOC.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Shit!
Yeah. I'm a corporal again. That's right.
No one kissed you. I was there.
Okay.
You got promoted.
No. It was before. That was the other.
I was the first person to get there.
Thank Christ that you're okay though. Because this dipshit here would hire Bobby.
I know he would. I know.
Gee, I was losing my fucking mind.
I heard Nino's voice.
Bobby's not an option. Nino
I
made
heard
that
Nino's
very
voice
clear.
from the heavens, and he said he wouldn't yell at me again. So I'm here.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
security. A lot of good things.
Could have been a fever dream.
He doesn't know. This guy was in the ICU. Stop lying to everybody. So the KISS legislation. What's the progress on that? I've looked through it, and I'm on board with everything.
So we've the best way I can put it is we've been dealing with DOJ's fucking bullshit for the past, I don't know, since the beginning of this term. We've caught up on it, and now we got to deal with this penal code bullshit, and then we can get into our own county stuff. That's probably the best summary of it. Not to say that we shouldn't push KISS forward. I think how important is KISS for your operations?
I mean, remember last grand opening, the main issue is if there's more than one aggressor, and the cops are like spread thin.
Yeah.
They're not gonna make the courts a priority, and if they do show up, there's a high likelihood of them blowing things out of proportion, like trying to shut the whole thing down.
Yep, agreed.
Especially if I'm not in commission anymore, or if I can't call the shots. So with the KISS Act, it'll make it so easier for me to ensure that everything is dealt with in-house.
What the fuck?
Otherwise, we introduce other elements that are going to be out of my control to handle.
I think I need to get Archibald to put it into, let me see if you put it into the Los Santos County stuff. Because I don't see, I do see it in here, draft.
Yeah, it's in there. Yeah.
So KISS exists to provide security, maintain order, and assist in day-to-day operations in courts. KISS will be headed by the director to run the day-to-day training and enforcement. Remember, the LSP chosen a liaison, This authorizes the powers and authorities to suspend anytime they're on duty. Members of KISS are allowed to carry special equipment only available through their armory. Anyone who robs these items. But what is this going to do for you? Because it doesn't actually mention you having any authority.
It states that we have the right to protect the property pertaining to SOPs. So we're gonna draft up SOPs that'll back that's going to be backed by the KISS Act, and it's going to allow the guards not to be legally incriminated for, detaining people, subduing threats.
I think those things need to be lined out in this legislation, because
verbatim.
Correct, because SOPs are not law, right? And as a consequence of that, like if you want to detain somebody, this legislation does not grant you those powers.
Quick question regarding what you were just talking about. I don't think any of our security guards should have anything lethal. If anything, they should have non-lethals. What are the chances of them getting, like, I don't know, beanbag cannon or a fucking taser only?
Yeah, I'm lethal, Rizzo. I'm lethal.
You are not shooting anybody.
Pause.
There is innocent bystanders. We're not going to get fucking sued for a through and through.
Yeah,
Don't worry, I'll be doing the through.
This is the reason why I'm weird, is because of you, Carmine. Jesus Christ.
I already have a
Carmine's a cop, right? So
he's going to be off doing.
I agree with Rizzo in general that mall security should not be. Ideally, anything that happens within the confines of the court center should be, limited to non-lethal options, right? The problem that we have right now is until that armory comes into place and has non-lethal equipment specific for security, the only other options we have, there are no other options, right? Like, we can't get them tasers, or whatever they may be. And even getting something like beanbag shotguns, tell me I'm wrong here, they're gonna, the mall security are gonna end up becoming targeted, right?
Criminals,
Yeah.
Devious bunch. We should ask the expert in this circle what he thinks we should do to subdue and subvert the acts of crime. Michael, how about you give us some input? What do you think we should do when a criminal tries to come for us?
What the hell does Michael know?
Motherfucker, you got self-defense. Use that.
That Michael, not me.
Oh.
Yeah, the Michael Minch.
No, that guy know.
I'm going to be honest, Nino, and I mean, I know you know this. 30 officers, 50 assault rifles, no matter what you got, if people want to come and cause a ruckus, they're going to do it no matter what.
I agree.
I think
nukes.
The most
nukes, right?
I think the most important thing for you and the security guards is that you can take care of yourselves at the very least.
And also respect. Yeah. Respect is important. You respect them, they'll respect their land. Okay? Hey, you do something stupid, you're 86th. It's easy as that. You do something stupid on court center property, you're fucking 86.
They have
Wait, what's an 86?
In the city operate on emotions, and they're idiots, and they're stupid. And it doesn't matter what happens. If it doesn't go their way, they'll lose their shit. We have a policy right now. We call it the one-on-one fade. Okay, where we give the perp or the aggressor an opportunity to fight the guards one-on-one, and they must engage in the fisticuffs first. Not opening the guards up to any legal repercussions. They'll be defending themselves. So we have that, but that takes the other party. The other party must play ball. That's what we got right now, though. It's the only way we can.
So,
I'm going to go out. I've got a lot of connections. I'll talk with everybody. Let them know when you're on court center property. Respect will be given.
I think we've been doing that already,
received.
right? So here's the thing, right? Like, I want to get you guys. Like, the thing is, we got to work within the confines of the law. And the problem is, we cannot give security more than being able to, let's say, detain or use, like tackle and maybe punch, worst case scenario. All those things need to be lined up in legislation. So where I'm going with this is Carmine, Quantum, you got to work with Archibald and get what you want defined explicitly in the KISS Act, because saying it's going to be in the SOPs does not make it lawful. Does that make sense?
Yeah, all right. So I'm thinking three things: the ability to detain, the ability to match force, and the ability to trespass.
There you go. Yeah, you can put that in there and see how it goes.
Well,
and just kind of keep in mind that these are not secure. That mall security are not law enforcement officers, so inherently some of the things that are being mentioned need to be properly detailed out. Otherwise, what you're risking is that even though you believe you're doing something in the right way, Quantum does something according to the legislation. Now, all of a sudden, he's being thrown into jail. You know what I mean?
I get it. Like, you know what? Not gonna make it as loose-ended. Gonna make it like finite, so everyone knows exactly what they have to do.
Exactly that.
Carmine, I know Archibald is dealing with some availability issues right now, but feel free to work through Abilene or myself.
Okay.
All right.
Beautiful.
Get it done.
I just want to make sure you guys get protected because
Bene.
we don't want Moss Security to be a target for over-aggressive law enforcement. You know what I mean?
Don't we all just want to see mall cop? Isn't that what this is getting at? Like,
yes.
Yeah, I'm the mall.
Yes.
Hey, where's my segue, huh?
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right.
I'm gonna run this place like the Roman Empire. It's gonna be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Don't throw that at me.
Thank you. I was gonna hit him. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Don't be dumb.
And he's back in the ICU.
Okay.
You're not allowed to hire Bobby Carmine.
All right. So
that was made apparent to me day one.
So how are like numbers with the roster and whatnot?
For security?
Mm-hmm.
You saw the updated one, right?
A lot of them just show up when the openings happen. They just appear.
So give me like a breakdown. Like how many numbers do you have? Have they been, how's morale with them? Are they prepared?
I've had multiple security call to me, just asking if there's anything they can do, and that sort of stuff. So I'll throw that out as well.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. So yeah, we got 12 solid security officers on the roster.
We average out at like 5 guards a shift.
Which is exactly the numbers we wanted.
let me ask you, do you have any limits on how many can be on duty at any given time?
No. We haven't got to that. We don't have an abundance of staff.
We don't have the
right now.
extraneous numbers to actually say that. So, but 5 to 6 is kind of what we wanted anyway.
Yeah.
So.
That's a small legion, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
okay.
This whole place crawling with mall cops taking away the other civilians.
Yep, that makes sense. All right, easy.
So long as we can have the 5 to 6, we're good.
I think that's a good number, to be honest. All right, I want to kick it back to the material thing. Have people been actively buying from us in regards to materials? Because I noticed we're at 30K right now.
So we were down to 0 materials, and then I had a huge order come in.
Oh, beautiful.
Stocked it back up.
Okay.
But since then, I have not had any, and that's been 3, 4, maybe 5 days now.
Really? Okay. I think that's all going to go to the MOPEC thing, is that I think we pretty much have to just, reach out to the different mechanic shops and let them know that they can buy 10K at a time at a good rate. And then that should kick off the flow. And we could probably up that number from 30K to 50K.
We have enough boxes down there that we could probably up that number quite a bit if we needed to.
Very good. Very good. All right. Are there any other topics we want to hit in regards to courts?
Yes. There is one that Jason and I have been talking about. I guess this is a perfect time to bring it up.
Okay.
We'd like to adjust the pay scales if possible.
Sure. Yeah.
So I feel that head of security, things like that, we already got a generalized idea. I don't want to say numbers out loud. We would
throw the numbers into the management email, and that's probably a good way to start. Yeah.
I heard head of security.
Well, I was looking over payroll, and Danger is a great man. But me having to pay him $750,000 million right now is, I may need to bump that down a little bit. He's here a lot.
I got you.
That number needs to come down a little bit. I'm going to put it in the management email, and we'll go from there. And And also, Nino, if you got time, I need to put 2 names on the panel, Martha and Autumn.
I
and
think
then Mike.
I think the way to do it is that there should be off hours and then on hours. People should be paid more during the betas and less during every.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, that's.
Why don't you cap it too? Per day, even.
I was honestly
no.
thinking that.
You
I
you
was
get what you
thinking
pay. When you work, you work.
Yeah, but
or we could do a no overtime, hard stop at X hours kind of thing.
But
So
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, we could do
I think you should talk to Danger too and see if he'll take half that amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the thing is, you're right. That's like.
That's a stupid amount of money.
We were never those pay times were scaled for.
Holy shit! Hey, calm down
so
over
sorry,
there.
ma'am.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
so
the
sorry,
best
ma'am.
DM. I knew he was going to do
I'm
something.
so sorry, ma'am.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
pretty
It's all right,
good.
it's all
Good job,
right.
man.
Those
I was about
I'll
to crush
say,
him.
I think
4K
Danger
might
is happy
shoot
to
you.
be here, and I think he's
Nah,
gonna
no, wait.
be happy with what you give him anyways. But we should adjust that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Better watch out
exactly.
when I finally learned how to throw a punch.
All right.
The
Perfect.
timesheets
you.
were.
Jesus Christ! Carmine, shut up or I'll lower your pay.
All right. So the timesheets were intended to be when the court center's in beta, those prices. So I think to keep it simple, there should be regular wages, right, for beta, and then wages for off hours. Because
what
you're
about
right.
for the managers? Because they're actively working. Like
I want you to think
asses
about
off.
a solution. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
So
Jason, we'll get together on that. Yeah.
Because there's like,
Yeah.
if they're actively buying and selling, that's one thing, right? But we also, I think we're on the same page as that we want to make sure that the scale makes sense and that the work is effectively rewarded, right? And that's not to say, like, for example, Danger's not working right now. He is. But when there's
Yeah, of
nothing
course.
going on, we can't be doling out $1 million, right? Because someone's just on the property. So...
I'm pretty
you
sure
not
I've made
just
like
give a flat
200
rate
grand
all
my
of our
entire
hours?
time in the cabinet, so
I'm gonna
750
ask
is
him to-
crazy.
3 people
Yeah.
talking simultaneously. Wait, one at a time? What happened?
Could be.
I was just saying, I'm pretty sure I've made like 200 grand total in my entire time in the cabinet, so like 750 grand is crazy
Yeah. Yep.
for
That
how
is
short
true.
of a time that's been. Like that's a lot.
I think I made
Mhm.
40
Paid as a
grand
lawyer.
last month.
You should see
My
his
entire
fucking hours.
year.
They're at like 100 and something.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's kind of nuts. So yeah, we'll rein that in. That's definitely. I don't want to be. I don't want to be leaking funds. I don't want to be hurting this, and I don't want it to become a bad thing. So I want it to be nice all the way around and look good on book, not look bad kind of thing. So yeah, we'll work that out. Jason and I'll get together. Just want to bring that up. Perfect.
Okay. All right. Beautiful.
Corolla gave me a key to the court center, but I don't know what it is for. But I do
it's-
have it.
It's for
For
the
all the
court center,
doors.
so she could have access for all the door.
And the
Okay.
containers as
Yep.
well.
Where's
All of them.
Corolla?
But to use it, you need.
She
to
no
be on
longer
the
works
panel.
for the court center.
Wait, are you just learning this now?
Me.
Carmine hasn't been here for a while.
How much is the Chaos
Really?
Legion prospect?
No,
She was a
no.
cut.
Oh,
He's
shoot.
been doing his
Yeah, I
own
remember
thing.
that.
You know, you think
Yeah,
he caught
No,
by.
Mr. Nino,
Wait,
I
wait,
told
check
you
out
about my
his
week
security.
off. I've been back for a week.
You
I've
know?
been back for a week.
She's in the Chaos Legion.
I'm just
Yep.
saying, Quantum's been here more than you when he's been in the fucking
I
ICU.
literally-
I know.
Just saying,
Listen,
He's been in the
kinda
ICU
crazy.
for 2 weeks.
Fuck
I'd have you know.
I know, and I'm just saying he's been here more than you. So what does that say?
Yeah, man, that's my boy.
What's
right there.
Manx done to help contribute towards the
Obviously
embedment
more
of the
than you,
court
you
setting?
Last
lazy
time I
fuck.
checked, Manx isn't a fucking manager or running this place.
There's
You seem to have
he
a lot
does
of hostility
sales.
towards Meg.
Yeah. What's
Exactly.
going on? Manx is.
Why does he
Manx
catch
is-
the strays?
You know, Manx is a big reason why you're even getting cop pods, right? Help source them out, talk to
Exactly.
people and shit.
And you know what? Come on. I was going to say, today, we finally have engine parts in the court center. Thanks to me. Right? And we're probably
Exactly.
going to get more. We have pistons,
Put some fucking
crankshafts,
respect
and-
on that. Jesus
No,
Christ.
no,
Carl.
Every
Manx,
time the
Carmen's jealous of
LSPD
you.
gets in a chase and they got those upgraded car pots and shit like that, Manx is a big part of calling the right people. Sourcing
You know
that
what?
shit,
Almost-
helping get materials, all the things that get your stuff repaired. You know what I mean?
You know,
Mhm.
So
you know what? I'm just gonna ask.
Thank you, Manx.
Where are you getting these fucking parts
Thank
from,
you.
Manx? Tell
Don't
us.
worry
Who
about
are
it.
these
Oh, no,
people
no,
you
no,
know
no,
that you
no,
talk
Mr.
to,
Rizzo.
Manx? Tell us.
Hey, now, Mr. Rizzo,
Thank
I'll
you,
answer
man.
this one. The same place your police officers are getting them from.
Oh!
The same place.
shit.
All of the
I don't know
PDs
what
driving
he's
around
talking
in
about. I don't know
X-Class
what the hell
Interceptors.
he's
No,
talking
don't
about.
back down
He's
now,
crazy.
Carmine. No,
Yeah,
don't deflate your chest now. Speak
The
up, buddy.
fleet of X-Class Interceptors, where are they getting the parts from?
Yeah.
I wonder. Not the court center. Not the fucking court center. Tell you that much.
Yeah. Carmine,
Maybe
speak
we
up.
should see some
Can we-
legislation on that,
yeah,
Nino.
can we
Car
move
park.
on?
Everyone's a
You
criminal.
know, make
We
sure
get
all
it.
the
Everyone's a
I mean,
acquisitions
criminal.
at
all
this
done
rate, it
legally.
doesn't even matter because the DOJ is going to put up a new penal code.
Nino, your
and
blood
just start
pressure,
charging
calm
people.
down.
I'm fucking losing my goddamn mind.
What's up with
Everybody
the
just
penal?
take
What's up
5
with the penal?
seconds to take a deep breath, maybe.
Fucking. DOJ be wilding with this shit. Yeah, no, this guy. Actually, that's perfect timing.
What's
Yes.
what's
Yep,
with
yep,
it?
breathe out, breathe out.
What's a penal? What's going on?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. The penal code changes is that the DOJ had a meeting with us on Sunday in which they're like, hey, we're updating, the fucking fines and times. And I'm like, okay, yeah, all bet.
Insane margins, by the way. Fucking hey, good luck, man. Good luck.
And they conveniently left out that they made a bunch of penal code changes that are not backed by any legislation. So they tried to circumvent the literal Constitution, law of the land, as if they're legislators. So now all of a sudden, things that G6 is getting legitimately as civilians, freaking jump boots, things have just for no reason become illegal.
Oh wow!
The tourniquets all over again.
Exactly. Even you know about it.
Oh my God.
We had this conversation with the governor 2 months ago. That you can't just they're just magically illegal. It's not.
We don't really have a new DOJ then.
It's like,
Were you, Mr. Mayor? Were you not in the room when these things were being discussed?
no, we were in the room. They literally didn't tell us anything about this. And now they're telling me oh my God, why are you putting out a state announcement and being petty about it? And it's like, are you fucking uneducated fuck? We have a civilian base that I need to look over, and now they're about to go to jail unjustly. We're not gonna sit there fucking putting their fucking face to my titty and baby feeding them. You know what I mean? Some basic goddamn education. So.
Oh, it's beginning. DOJ versus CG all over again.
And have you seen
God.
who joined the judges recently, Mr. Mayor?
I'm sorry?
Have you seen who became a judge recently, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, I'm aware. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
There's a few.
My
people I
ex-fiance.
My former supreme
I
leader.
beg your pardon?
Tilly's a judge? Wait, Tilly's a judge?
Tilly?
No.
Tilly's a judge?
No.
No,
you
by
just
I'm
Moss.
assuming it's Moss.
Oh, she
I
I
presided
hope to
over my
God
bench
it's not
trial.
Tilly.
Daisy Moss is now a judge, and so is Judge Bo Butt.
Judge Bo. Hey, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. That's my dog.
It's over. It's all over.
He's Canadian, I suppose.
Oh my God! Just end it now. Just put me out of my fucking misery. I gotta say, I told half of you guys who were at the memorial earlier. I told you this is gonna turn into some shit, and I already did out of just the fucking announcement. God forbid I tell the public we're reviewing legislation. God fucking forbid. Anyways, anything else we want to talk in regards to the court center?
I just want to mention to Mr. Rizzo and Jason, there'll be more engine parts, and if you guys ever need anything that is, little
I need
bit
a stage
less
5
easy to-
clutch.
Stage 5 clutch, that might be hard to come by, but anything like that, if there's ever anything, just text me. I'll give you my number, and at
Make
the
me
very
an
least,
engine.
I can try and find it.
I also need a V12 for my private vehicle.
Oh,
I want a jetpack. I want a
Ooh.
jetpack.
Okay,
need
yeah,
4
any of those
V12.
things,
All right.
in all seriousness, if there's a list, just you give it to me, and I can at least be on the lookout if it's not easily acquirable.
Perfect. Also, all court center employees, security, staff, management, I've already implemented a 20% discount for people who work at the court center. That's already baked into everybody. I already
okay.
blinded.
Does that
Good,
stack
good,
with
good.
my LSPD discount? Do I get a 50% discount?
Carmine, why are you trying to fuck the system?
Because it's Carmine.
I like my coupons.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's a booklet. He gets one every year.
Jason will talk about that.
I say the higher discount would be the one that applies.
Yeah, it does. Currently, with the way it works, it would apply a 50% discount to you, Carmine. Yes. Actually, I don't know. Would it if both tags are applied correct? You know what? That'd be interesting to see. I don't know. Maybe we'll just take the
We
higher
have
one.
to look into that. I would think it would just grab the higher one, but I don't know how
That's what I would
it's
think.
set up. Right.
I'll be the guinea pig.
Okay.
And then also, yeah, Mr. Rizzo, if you guys are looking for sponsors, Big Dog Noodles always happy to help. I have a full course of staff that love events and would love to help and do anything they can. And we can
Great.
also
Would you like
provide a
to
little bit of
cater the
money.
next beta?
Oh yeah, guaranteed. Like the way I see it is like we'll be coming to every beta regardless anyway. So if you need them to do more particular work, maybe take like a more front row seat. Happy. We can advertise we can announce the end of our new raffle if you give me a date enough in time. We're raffling a house. So if you want something like that too, we can finale that.
It's on the level, right? It's not no shenanigan bullshit or something like
Oh
that.
no, 100%. Yeah, it's a legitimate.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh my God.
Nina can vouch for that.
Okay, I gotta buy a ticket.
I want a
Yep,
house.
100%. Yeah, $5,000 you can.
Holy
it's in,
shit.
Roy Loin. No, what is it on? Brogue Street.
I'll take it.
You look like you need a fucking bat cave with all that shit on your face.
Yeah. Who's sending me the Darkman posters, by the way?
Yeah, what is all that?
That's wild.
Fuck you.
That's
me?
wild. That was good. That was good. Whoever
That
did.
was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Did
Oh wait.
the DOJ commit treason?
Oh yeah. Many times they get away with it.
Yeah,
They get away with it.
it's pretty bad, Carmine. I mean, the penal code charges screw over the police department too. Fuck your investigations. That's what that charges.
So everything everyone does is illegal now.
It's pretty much these charges are based off a rumor. So over the rumor of like jump boots, tell me why that's illegal.
I mean, I had moon boots as a kid. Are they different?
I don't know. I had them too. I used to love jump boots.
Yeah.
Why are they contraband now? Were they?
There's a difference between owning moon boots and just like jumping around and having a good time, and then like, I don't know, using them to jump over the prison walls and break into the prison. Like, owning them should not be inherently illegal. Using them in a crime is something entirely different.
There you go. Common sense.
But then I have to prove it and then investigate it. Can I just charge you for having the boots?
These
usually how
PNY
it works
cards.
is-
Sorry, go ahead.
If you use an item in the commission of a crime, then it's evidence. And then 30 days later, I use it because it's mine now.
I mean, I'm wearing clothes in a
Carmen, you
commission of
really
a crime. Are you going to take my clothes?
Should admit to taking.
Are you gonna take?
Depends. Did you use your
strip him
clothes
naked?
to suffocate somebody?
Hey, Carmine, you're supposed to return that if it's
Hey,
past 30
so
days.
Carmen, if I use
This
my
is-
underwear to
Dummy.
suffocate somebody, you're gonna take that? Really? You want to take my
Wait,
underwear?
wait,
That's weird.
Carmine,
That's
Carmine,
a
what are you
murder
taking so
weapon.
far?
If it was a
you
murder
just-
weapon,
A
yeah.
weapon used as assault.
Yeah, Carmine, can you explain to me which lockers or which instance you've taken evidence
Sorry,
from?
what? Sorry, what? Tell
Yeah,
me
can
what?
you
Sorry, I don't speak.
just-
I don't.
Hey, can you speak
I
into
don't
this phone and
speak
tell us how
for
you
your
take evidence?
Yeah, can you
just go ahead and speak right into
So-
that?
so-
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm on your team, guys. I'm on your team. I'm one
You
of the
sure about
go-
that?
One of the go
If
ones,
you're
guys.
on our team, do you have a snack you could give me?
Of course, of course,
You got moon boots you can give me?
of course, of
He
course.
gave me his last pair.
Oh, where'd you get that from?
Oh,
Evidence locker.
Oh, you didn't go to the
Okay.
Skechers store?
hey, Mr. Rizzo, if the moon boots
Thank
ever
you.
aren't illegal, that could be something we could stock too, just by the way.
Absolutely. Holy
Well,
shit!
we're-
They sell
They
like
are
hotcakes.
illegal.
We're
Okay, but if they're not,
we're planning some pretty big moves here that is going to piss off a lot of. I don't know.
Good.
Transparently, we're either going to do something crazy, or I'm going to throw up the white flag. One of the two. I haven't decided yet.
Never
But,
surrender.
No. Never
listen,
give
I'm
up.
not-
Never surrender.
You know, I'd love to say that, but you know, I can only deal with so much crying. You know what I mean? Which unfortunately is what this turns into.
Okay, cool. Then we'll just sell
Yeah.
anything that's not illegal. Boom. Okay, cool. Make
Exactly.
everything illegal. Fuck the city. There you go. We can
Yeah.
play hardball.
Yeah. All right. Any other court center related stuff? Because otherwise we got to do some. We got to tackle this penal code stuff with the cabinet.
I need to bore you for less than 2 minutes just to put
Yeah,
two
yeah, go
people
for
on
it.
the panel, and that's it. That's it.
Send
If we're
me a
going
list of their
through-
IDs.
Got it. Okay. Hey, Martha, can you send me your state ID? Already have Autumn's.
And then also, I'm going to give Jason, I'm going to give you furniture access so you're able to pull the code locks off.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Can I also get furniture access to drop down those benches?
I got you. Easy.
Coco.
All right. All right. Beautiful. This was very productive. We'll try to do this like once a week so that we can kind of get on board, see how things are going. But the biggest thing I want to leave you guys to is I want Jason, Rizzo, you're the masters of the destiny and future of the court center. If you want to do something, feel like you're enabled because you are. If you need money for it, I'm going to give you money. And do lean on the good civilian population that we got to try to get them motivated. I don't want to, I think for far too long, civilians have been, the shit at the bottom of everyone's shoe. And I'd like to change that.
Yeah, let's hoist them up. Okay,
yep,
sounds
exactly. All right.
We can do that. We can.
Okay, beautiful. All right,
Mike, I need to see you for a second.
All
two
right.
things. Are you going to be busy? Because I'm going to need you for like probably 10 minutes.
She is. Yeah.
Nino, is that okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. All right, let's go.
I missed part speak with you real quick. Where are we going?
Autumn,
Have you guys seen the?
out of earshot.
Have you seen
All
the
right,
part
good
for
meeting,
the FIB
guys.
documents?
All right. Appreciate y'all.
In the legislation?
Anything,
In the penal code changes.
anything you guys are struggling
Apparently,
with,
they'll
just let me know.
charge them.
I have a
Perfect.
bank
Per
account with $1
page.
million in
Per
it that
page.
just
Point
sits
it
there.
point it
Wait,
out to
per
me.
page
What's it
for
called?
what?
Prompted to spend.
The,
Perfect,
in
thank
the
you.
report for the new penal codes, look at the misdemeanor or no criminal possession of a classified document. They're gonna charge them per page. So if somebody has 2 pages, they'll get 8
Awesome.
months
Thank you so
penalties
much.
and fine.
You
That work
too.
as well. You've been doing amazing.
What's the charge called? I'm trying to. This one.
Criminal possession of a classified document. This charge is to be stacked for each document present.
Oh my God. Wait, explain what that means. I don't know anything about it.
Because the FIB documents, from what I've been told, is that there's multiple pages for them. There's like a page 1 through 8, right?
Yeah.
So the way this thing reads is that these could be considered separate documents so they'll get charged per page.
Speak up a little bit.
So here's the thing, Tony. A document it consists of like one body that makes that document. So that could be like 8 pages. So someone could try to interpret it as per page.
The thing is they're 8 separate pages. And
Of
if they're
one
separate, the
document.
cops will definitely charge them per. They'll
Yeah,
treat them as
no.
individual,
I see
physically
what you're saying.
individual document.
I have seen those documents, and I think those are the reasons so many people have been going and messing around at the lighthouse recently.
True, but I'm just saying, like the way this is reading is like it's super heavy-handed.
How do you know it's even fucking real or not? There's fake ones going around. Holy fuck. I mean,
I can see some cops say, "Who cares?"
I think we need the.
Yeah, literally, I can make a fake FIB document in Word and then just like hand it over in someone's pocket and frame it. Like, what?
Oh my God.
Also,
How do you know?
Oh,
what's the difference
bro,
between the
it's
FIB
so
and
cooked.
The marshals, since the marshals
It's so
basically
cooked, man.
established themselves in their mission statement and everything
I
else.
think the justices need a chief that's a veteran.
FIB, basically. Right. Wrong? I don't know.
Like, you're gonna charge someone possession of a classified document. I get the intention behind that charge, but you would need to actually be able to prove that that document is a legitimate classified document.
Well, in the language here, it's basically anything that's like FIB letterhead. One could assume.
Yeah, but
And
like,
then-
I could find
yeah.
that logo on the internet and make one myself. Like, it's not like you've got to establish that like this is actually classified and not just like someone fucking cosplaying or something. You don't know.
Yeah, they would have to then admit that it's a real document.
Yeah.
But in regards to what Tony's saying, he's trying to say that, it's a per page charge, and I'm trying to relay that the real, definition of the word.
I agree. A document is everything binded, so it's not going to be per page.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll be something that has to be argued in court because cops will see, oh, I see 8 physical separate pieces of things. That means there are 8 documents, 8 charges. There goes my budget.
Yeah.
So I want us to focus on charges that were put in without any legislative backing. Let's start there. Because I think that is the most concerning bit. It's concerning to me because fundamentally, once again, DOJ has shown their incompetence, lack of education, lack of reading ability, in which has now led them to effectively not stay in their fucking lane. And the concerning bit about that is that they have now created an avenue where civilians are going to get charged unjustly. And that's going to be like possession of contraband. It's very cooked. I think we should, through that lens, that should be the first attack we make in defending, people's rights. And then we'll deep dive even more so with the fines and times, which might be which is a separate issue, right? While it might be a problem, it's a smaller issue than, the illegalization of jump boots. Any disagreement with that, or you guys see where what I'm trying to say? Okay, beautiful. All right.
One more time?
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say here is some of the fine and time stuff is bad, right? But I think the first thing we need to figure out is which one of these charges are not backed by legislation. And
isn't it all of them?
Well, let's go through them one at a time. The first one isn't, right? Or maybe it is. I don't know. Oh my God.
Oh, I see felony. Okay, felony.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough. I like Michael's idea of putting up a criminal code for Los Santos County.
I thought we had one, but I guess, all right, first of all, let me start with this. We have that same convention that we used in the traffic situation. Remember, we have the traffic document that was supposed to sort of be a living document.
True.
I think that convention kind of works. Maybe one of those for criminal charges rather than traffic.
That's not a bad idea, to be honest. Michael brought it up, and I feel like that's the only way to circumvent this. I'm still stuck on. I don't understand how they decided that these things are illegal. Like it's fundamentally what the intent of writing legislation is for. Like, so thermal goggles. How is that contraband?
Colored USB sticks.
See, colored USB sticks at least has some semblance of like, because I know it has to do with like, I can at least understand that one. But then thermal goggles, grappling guns, wingsuits, jump boots, these are like recreational items. Oh my God, bro.
I've only done a quick scan based on titles of things, but for the first charge in the report, the criminal possession of government issued less lethal equipment, I'm not immediately seeing anything that backs it.
Which one?
the first one, criminal possession of government issued less lethal equipment. I'm not finding anything legislatively that backs it.
Hey, Nino,
at least on a quick scan.
So Archibald did a document about 2 months ago, and the DOJ ignored it. The intent of that document was us trying to help them recognize that they need to pass legislation in order to cover small things like this. They pretty much threw it in the bin, right? And
to be fair, I do know that I spoke with members of DOJ that were working through that document at one point, at least like a month ago, but I don't know what the end result of it was. They were looking at it and were working on it, but
well, they didn't produce anything, clearly.
Yeah.
Right? And
I feel like this is their attempt at producing something, but it didn't address the root issue.
So question, real quick. There's 2 justices around. Would seeing if they want to come here and talk.
I'm going to crash out on them.
Okay.
Yeah. My problem right now, Abilene, is this is so brain dead that it's going to turn into an education session. And that's what I'm worried about.
Okay, that's absolutely fair and valid.
Yeah,
in my mind was maybe with the conversation we could have them live edit, and take and have it say like obviously something like Group 6 personnel can have these items or something and other things like that.
Judge Grayson is trying to call right now. I'm going to ignore this for the time being.
Arcadia or Nathaniel?
Arcadia. Wait, Grayson with an E.
That's Nathaniel.
It is?
Yeah.
So there's 3 justices.
Hold on, double check. 0. Which one is 2942?
That's Arcadia, 100%.
Okay.
She's in the lemon list right now.
Yeah. Grayson's 3448.
Yeah, 2942 is Arcadia. Hers is with an A.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be on our time. We need to understand what the fuck they did before there's gonna be a conversation. So my challenge is, and I want to be very just transparent about this. My worry is that it's going to be with the DOJ is going to be very emotional. And the last time we dealt with a situation like this, it ended really badly. So,
did I have some bottles made?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Did I have some bottles made?
Wait, what do you mean?
Baby bottles?
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like that, because the thing is, like, the problem is that it's wait, foreign trade partner willing to, hold on one second. Fundamentally, so I want to understand what you're trying to say. The problem is that on Sunday, the DOJ conveniently left out changing these charges. And fundamentally, them putting these charges forward, we're going to have to explain to them what their role is again and prove it out. So
their argument is going to be that per their new legislation, they're allowed to do this.
And then we're going to have to, bring it up to state officials. You know what I mean?
We're going to say that, like, you can't do that, and they're going to say, well, you had your opportunity, contest it.
No, but see, I disagree. Because the line in legislation does not give them carte blanche to write whatever penal code they want to, right?
I mean, I'm like 95% sure that when we were reviewing that legislation and working on it collaboratively, we had notes in there. I think I or Michael wrote notes about like that part being concerning, and I mean, all those notes have been removed and marked as resolved and everything now. But like, I'm pretty sure we had issues with that when we handed that, our feedback on it to them, and somehow it still made it into the final product.
it still needs to be constitutional.
Well, that was our concern, was that it wasn't constitutional.
I get what you're saying, but just as if something is vaguely written, but there is like if they are applying that legislation while being like that line only gives them the authority to make alterations to the fine and time, right? So it does not allow them to circumvent and make up something that is not backed by legislation.
Yeah, but I'm saying the way they wrote the line and the way they're using it, it literally says that they may add and remove charges, modify wordings. Like, it's not just fines and times. The legislation specifically says that they can add charges and modify the wording of them.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, you can have, but they shouldn't be doing it, right?
But then we shouldn't have, like, I agree. Like, I'm not disagreeing with you, but that legislation shouldn't have been passed at that point. Like, I'm not saying this is our fault, but like, we need to contest that part of the legislation that bit is included. Them modifying times and fines is one thing. Them creating new charges is entirely different. It shouldn't have ever been made into the final version of that document.
I mean, it points at the fact that when we were reviewing that entire thing, do you remember how much we had to hear like, oh my God, but we're not going to abuse this. You got to trust us more. We're not like, and then they do this dumb shit. You know what I mean? So
do we need to appeal it or repeal it?
Possibly. The problem is we shouldn't have to be baby proofing legislation, right?
Oh my gosh, it just occurred to me, maybe they have a fetish.
You think so?
I'm getting fetish vibes at this point.
Oh my God. Yeah. So beyond that though, I get what you're saying, Maeve, and maybe we should have, but I like to think that people are not as, like, they would not have done something like this, and the fact that they have, like, now we're gonna have to play hardball is what it is. I just don't know if I've got it in me.
I'm not saying like they did it.
Allie,
like,
think of the 18 months
maliciously or something necessarily, but all I'm saying is that's not a power constitutionally that they're supposed to have, to my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like it shouldn't have made it into the document. And like somehow in our 1700 revisions of that document, like that slipped through, and like our notes on it were misunderstood or overlooked or lost in translation, and now it's in a final version and it shouldn't be. And because it made it into a final version, they're probably understanding it as we said, that's fine, you can do this. And they're going with the powers as written, right?
It's still not what's in there, though. Because what I'm trying to point at here is things can be written in legislation, but they still must adhere to legislation that it is derived from. You get what I mean? So in other words, if a car manual says, you can put a vehicle into reverse, doesn't mean you have the ability to reverse a vehicle into a person. You get what I'm saying? So they still do not have the authority to implicitly generate legislation by adding penal codes, new penal charges. So
yeah, like I feel like adding and removing charges and stuff, like them being able to do that is one thing if there was legislation written by the county to cause it, and then they're just doing like the administrative work of putting it into the penal code, right?
Yeah.
But like just generating them is different.
Correct. Like, for example, they could not say add a charge ad hoc that says, hey, walking is illegal. because it'd be against the Constitution, right? And that's why every charge that they need to add has to be legislated, right? The past ones that were adopted in, I think everyone understands why that was the case. Like whether it's like, PD tools, et cetera, et cetera. But this is a case where this is an education problem. That's the problem. And but I don't want to doom too much about like what we could have done. The question is, what do we do now? You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I'm lost.
2 or 3 roads ahead of us in that department. One road, second road, do them. Third road, put out our own fundamentally conflicting legislation, which you have the primary jurisdiction of.
Wait, can you run it back? You're kind of going in and out a little bit there, Abby.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
First road, and meet with them. That's an option.
Yep.
Second road, sue them. That's an option. Third road, we put out our own fundamentally conflicting legislation that negates what they're doing, because you, as the mayor, my understanding, have the overriding jurisdictional authority.
Agreed. I kind of agree with that. I think like just putting out a criminal code is probably the best option. I also partially feel like we should consider impeaching over this. But
I like that idea if it worked. I just have this feeling that it won't
it's going to go really badly. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm like, this is just so... I can't get over the fact how bad this is. I think that's my issue that I need to get over. Is this is a big slap to the entire city. That's how I view this as. And it's the way I look at this is justices giving a middle finger to everybody that is not law enforcement, and saying we are the dictators.
I will say, despite my frustration and irritation with the DOJ in this particular case, I don't think that was their intention. I think they're just dumb.
But they're already crying that I put out a state announcement. And you know what happened last time? People were crying, Maeve. That's why I'm afraid. I'm not trying to... You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people to, like, keel over because we, like, push back on behalf of everybody. You know what I mean?
How come I can keep it all bottled up and no one else can?
Listen, it was... Yeah.
You're emotionally intelligent.
Yeah. Yeah. So...
Anyway, I even if they're just being dumb, that still doesn't mean they can't screw over the general public.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The issue, I think, comes from the fact is, like, although their intentions may not be malicious, the effects that their actions and decisions are having are still detrimental. And it's either we have to end up educating them or putting in the work to fix their mistakes, when that shouldn't really have to be our job. So, and like, this isn't just a one-time thing or a two-time thing or even a five-time thing. This is like a dozen-time thing at this point, maybe more. And how much, I mean, we've said this before and in how many meetings, how much other stuff could we have gotten through if we weren't dealing with DOJ and Marshall and whoever the fuck else in competence and having to clean up their mistakes? How many things could we have done to benefit civs if other people were just also doing their jobs?
That's exactly it.
At this point, if we are continuously having to clean up messes from other people who can't seem to get a handle or get a grip on what exactly their job is and how to do it, or be willing to communicate and ask for help when they need it, as we have done with them countless times, but they continuously refuse to do with us, then do they deserve to have this job anymore? And at this point, I'm sorry. I'm a person who loves to give second chances and give people the benefit of the doubt, but my answer is no.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it too. Like, this is boring as fuck. It's dangerous. The amount of heat that comes.
Dealing with this.
I am. That's exactly where I'm at with it. The thing is, we were literally told on Sunday. We could have been told about this Sunday. You know what I mean? And that's why I kind of feel like it's malicious. There was nothing preventing them from being like, these are new penal code charges that are coming in, right? And for them to stop pre-crying over us letting the public know that, hey, by the way, we're looking into this and it being illegal, like, what the fuck were you supposed to do then? You know what I mean? The only option I feel like I got is to literally sit them down and be like, this is your, like, we need the idiot's guide to being a justice. Or like an idiot's guide to reading the Constitution. You know what I mean?
The thing is like, they take your announcement probably as an attack on them, which, I mean, let's be honest,
it's an attack to their intelligence because they don't got any.
But the thing is it's also rooted in your responsibilities as mayor. You are already receiving concerns and complaints from civilians, cops, etc. about these changes. It is your duty to keep the public informed on what you are doing about it. Yeah. And like that their concerns are heard. Like, you have to do your job, and they created a job for you to do.
Yeah. That's right.
So, like, I'm sorry if their feelings are hurt, but like, this is your bed that you made. And we're the ones having to sleep in it.
Yeah. Yep. No, that's exactly it. I do not believe that the current justices believe in democracy, if I'm going to be honest.
If we are able to impeach the justices, do we have other judges that can step into those roles quickly, easily, minimal training?
I think that is something we should consider, and consider an avenue in which justices are appointed. X amount of time as judges. Maybe a selection made by either of the mayors, and then they're voted in or something. I don't know. I don't know. This enters into a whole, like, fucking conundrum, though. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. We listen, I don't want to cause an exodus, is just to put it bluntly. Even though it does seem like this is the right thing to do. Bro, I don't want to do this, man.
Eggs to make an omelet.
Yeah.
I found it strange that there was an exodus the first time. I thought that was odd. First, I thought we were losing just one justice, and then like everyone just like followed suit. I didn't realize everyone was so connected at the hip.
Well, all we did is contest it and say, hey, you have to post to City Hall. That's all the contest was.
No, even going back to July 6th type stuff, like.
Yeah. Right. I think some of them didn't. Yeah, it's hard to say. Oh.
Yeah, more just food for thought, I guess.
If we have to make a third omelet.
No, I don't want to do that, man. Fuck.
It is what it is.
Oh, bro. Why am I in this position?
Are we done going through these charges one by one? Because we were on contraband, right?
Yeah. Let's go through it. What else is in there?
So we looked at the first one, which is the less lethal equipment one. As far as I can tell from a quick scan, that doesn't have anything. I don't believe there was anything with contraband either, but we'd probably have to go through that one like item by item and see if there's anything like individually in specific legislation, but I doubt it.
Well, I'm carrying a wrench right now, and okay, that's not named.
A tool or a melee weapon?
No, they got a name. Baton, flashlight, yada yada yada. Either. This one seems like it should not be a felony, other than that, I mean, it's no tasers, yada yada, no police batons.
I'm a little troubled by the possession of dirty money charge. It says dirty money is any currency that can be reasonably inferred to be the proceeds of a crime. This includes, but is not limited to, cash found in connection with narcotics, illicit goods, or other evidence indicating a criminal source, cash found alongside stolen property or materials linked to an ongoing criminal investigation, and or inked currency bags, blah, blah. Inked currency bags, fine. But let's say that I'm a cop and I arrest Michael for selling weed on the corner, and like, maybe he hasn't even gotten his cash yet. Maybe I bust him in his first handoff, and he just like has some cash, you know, that's his own money in his pockets. Well, I caught him, you know, selling drugs, so the cash he has is linked with that, right? Like, it just seems very strangely defined that basically, if you're caught doing any sort of financially motivated crime, any cash you have in your possession is therefore dirty.
Well, it depends. Is it rolled up in my pocket, or is it still laid
Wait, speak up, Michael.
I said it would depend. Is the money rolled up in my pocket, or is it laid flat?
Well, no, they defined it as any currency found in the commission.
Yeah.
What is dirty money?
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like they have literally ignored everything that has been discussed over the past year. Like, dirty money is not just in here. There is literally a court case over this.
Well, in the penal code itself is defining dirty money as any currency.
Do you remember like the whole money order shit?
What a classic!
It's like, I'm like genuinely, this. I feel like this is above my pay grade. I'm gonna be honest. That's where I'm losing my mind. I am not comfortable dealing with this. I'm not.
At least blood money's still legal.
Yeah. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, right? Like, it's just, I've had to deal with a lot of stress in the past, trying to deal with this kind of shit. And,
this just feels like a level of policing we shouldn't have to be doing.
Yes, precisely.
I still say you just pass the Los Santos law.
It almost feels like I don't know, in the weed example, having this feels like an upgraded stack just to have.
It's
you're already you're already, what is it? You're already like arresting him for a sale of drugs, which includes like, you know, the money that's proving that there was a sale of drugs. Why do you need to put down another charge for holding the money?
The thing is, like, these things need to be like articulated out in legislation, right? Nothing has, and that's kind of my crux of this entire thing, is that this is giving a massive middle finger to everyone who wrote the Constitution. Because our system is designed where DOJ, we even gave the DOJ the ability to push referendums, right? They can do it, we can do it, Blaine can do it. Literally anybody in the city can do it, and instead of doing it the appropriate way, they're circumventing it, and they're becoming like some god determining what is and is not illegal. That is fucking cooked.
You know, it's become whack-a-mole. If you remember, this circles all the way back to July 6th, and why that happens, because people were creating specific penal code charges that only affected CG and things like that, and weird stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's why I'm uncomfortable having like that conversation. Like, how do we even have this conversation without, like, you know what I mean? Where like it has so much. How do I put this? There's so much danger of saying things that can easily be misinterpreted. That's where my hesitation is.
Oh my god! They changed perjury to a capital crime.
Wait, what?
Perjury has been changed from a felony to a capital level offense.
All right, a conversation needs to be.
Jesus Christ!
Wait, where do you see this?
Under hold on, I scrolled. Under offenses against public administration, perjury, changed from a felony to a capital level offense.
It's a capital.
Went from 50 months and $2,500 fine to not applicable because capital.
Wait, one.
You lie to a judge, die.
No, hold on, because
DOJ just said
only a judge. I think it's like it may only be like that because only a judge can pursue the perjury charge on someone. Right?
Where does it say it's capital though?
In the
It's listed as red in the charges.
Yeah, but red doesn't mean capital.
Yeah, just
in the report in the patch notes it says change from a felony to a capital level offense under perjury.
That's not what the red. What?
Yeah, no. Yellow's felony and green's misdemeanor.
Oh my god. I'm jumping. Yeah.
Be with you, please.
I might just.
Where are these? The notes that you're referring to? What do you,
in shared reports.
Okay, shared reports.
There's a
Let's assume
public patch
that they just don't know what the
charges.
word capital means.
Nino.
I think that's reasonable, right?
No.
Yeah, it's 3 syllables.
Listen, I know you don't want this to be like toxic. I know you're trying to give them, but no, that one ain't it, Nino.
You think they want people to die? Do they know that capital means death?
I think they think it means that the first letter at the start of a sentence is bigger than all the other ones.
I think they wanted the charge to be a 0-0 case by case basis, and the only way they could make it a 0-0 is if it's a capital, because if it's misdemeanor or felony, they typically would need to have minimum and maximum.
Do you think it has something to do with, because isn't it like capital crimes can't be expunged?
It's hag.
Yes.
I think the red is like hag or something. I forgot the
0-0 excuse doesn't work because contempt of court is. Oh, sorry for interrupting, by the way, but there's misdemeanor with 0-0.
Well, and that's contempt of court.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this is so much work, man.
Sorry about that, but
no. You're good. You're good. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't want to deal with any of this. I just don't understand why our systems aren't being used and why things are being shoehorned in. Like, if these people don't have time or the ability, why are they doing the job? It's just as simple as that, right? And if this had been brought up on Sunday, like, here are the charges we're looking to bring in, right? Instead of, hey, we're changing the fine and time, because that's all they said. Literally, they pulled us aside on the end. They asked us to reset the numbers to 100%. They didn't say, hey, we're going to go start making a bunch of shit illegal without any legislation. Who's to say that they even have any, like, investigative information on any of this?
They should have pulled you and Mumbles into a conversation and your respective cabinets, if you chose to bring them, and said, hey, this is what we're thinking. What are your thoughts? Like,
they've done that before.
Again, it's a complete lack of communication from them.
Like who was it? McNee reached out to me and asked if we would make toe clamp legislation because the charges are irrelevant. So why not just do that rather than make up the charges?
I don't know.
Still can't be pressed lawfully.
Yeah.
For charges. There's no law. If there is no law, there is no crime. Fuck off.
Before you arrived, Michael, we were talking about, like, how we allowed this to remain. And actually, we should dig up those comments, because this is explicitly what they said they weren't going to do, and they did it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking brain dead. I have no nice thing to say about this. This is like, it's just pure fucking incompetence.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally want to hear their reasoning or answer or response.
I would love to too, but I feel like I'm just gonna, like, pop off. You know what I mean? That's why I'm thinking the legal route is the best option.
As long as I get to write a book, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So, an overwhelming response strategy, impeach, repeal, or change, amend, that allows to essentially create or change laws without legislation, pass the Los Santos laws that we were
Michael,
just
the
speaking
award-winning
about,
author.
and legislation that gives the mayor here powers to veto.
Oh, when it comes to penal code stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just like they should know they can't do this. But I think that's a concerning bit.
I thought maybe they were making perjury a capital thing to like make it like not be able to be expunged. But the things that can't be expunged are heinous acts, which are they have their own set of guidelines, and it has a specific list of charges, which they didn't add it to. So I mean, that's not the purpose of it.
I do believe inherently in a capital offense they're not sealable.
Nope. It specifically said, sorry, I have to go through like 3 pieces of legislation to find this because it's like, look at this one, then look at this one, then look at that one. But it specifically says that it has to be a heinous act for it to not be expunged, which is defined in due process guidelines. So I found that. And a heinous act is specifically defined as a list of things, murder, witness tampering, terrorism, blah, blah. But I mean, it's nothing other than those charges. Anything else can be expunged.
What is this? Are you coming for the meeting? Wait, what meeting? Wait, what meeting? Oh, we have the meetings on Saturdays, right?
Yes.
What time are they?
Anyway, I think.
Are they normally at 4 p.m.? Yeah, on the way. Oh my God. Fuck me. All right, let's go.
It's my timing black hole. You know, I'm out of here 4 to 7, so.
Yeah, it was 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday.
Yeah,
so
I can't.
15 minutes ago.
Can't make
City
that
Hall,
slot
yeah?
fit. Abby, I trust that, I mean, I feel like you can convey my standpoint on all of this adequately.
Yeah, I'm
How y'all
locked
doing
in,
today?
yeah. I got you.
Thank you.
We got a meeting over at City Hall. Feel free to come with us. You know what I mean?
You know, I'll circle back later, okay?
Yep. You coming down to the meeting?
Go,
no, I can't. It's my timing black hole.
Gotcha. Mister! Thank you for the 9 months.
How much was that bike?
99K. I don't think I should go to this meeting.